Did you know that there's a nasty, nasty little retirement income destroyer that's lurking on the horizon? In this video, I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'll also share with you what you can do to overcome it and deal with it. Hi, I'm Camille Gaines. I'm author of Earn, Grow, Give, and in this video, I want to tell you about a nasty, nasty little saboteur of retirement accounts and of retirement income that a lot of people don't realize is lurking in their future, and that is inflation. Now, you've probably heard the word, and it's kind of like one of those remote things that you don't really have to deal with, but one of those economic things. But the truth is, you see it in your peripheral vision, just a little bit. It's when you go to the store and you go, wow, this has gone up 3 times in the past 5 years. I can't believe how much more this costs now than it used to cost. That is inflation. But what we don't think about when we think about retiring one day and the amount of money we have, we forget that the buying power of that money is going to deplete on average about 3% a year. Now, sure, there are periods of inflation and deflation and stagflation and these other inflation types of economic factors, but usually there's inflation, and over time, long periods of time, the average is 3%. So that's what I want to share with you in this video because it's super, super important. Now, let me tell you how important it is. If you have, right now, if you're thinking about $1 million and in 30 years, in 2017, very, very late 2017, almost 2018, as I record this, in 30 years, it will take you $1,427,263 to have the buying power that $1 million has today. That means that if you're retiring and you go, okay, great, I have $1 million, and you're planning on making that money last for 30 years, you actually would have to have $1,427,000, a bit over, to have the buying power of that $1 million today. You can see how important this is, right? So if it's on average about 3% a year, it doesn't feel like very much. But when you add it up every single year and it complexes, it depletes the value of your money, then yeah, it becomes super, super important. Now, there are some ways that you can overcome inflation, or at least protect yourself from inflation. And I want to mention a couple of things. The first one is real estate rentals. The reason real estate rentals protect you during times of inflation is a couple things. Number one, the value of the real estate should rise because the value of everything is rising, right? Everything costs more. And then the other thing is the rent, the value of the rent. So you can increase your rent as inflation rises. So over time, real estate is a good inflation hedge. Now, the other thing that I have never invested in, I am invested in real estate rentals. I love them. I've never invested in tips, but so I don't talk much about, if at all, about things I've never done. But tips are another way that you can protect yourself against inflation. Those are tips, bonds that you can research. I know about them, but I have not invested in them myself. So those are 2 ways that you can overcome inflation. The other thing I want to mention is just go to an inflation calculator and play with it with the numbers that you're looking at for your financial future and see how much your buying power will be diminished over the time frame that you're planning for during your retirement. That's what I want to share with you in this video. I'll put a link to that inflation calculator below the video in the description. If you found this information helpful, I'd love it if you would let me know by clicking the thumbs up in the lower corner of the video. And if you would comment and let me know that you found this information helpful. Subscribe to my channel. It helps me keep this channel going. Thanks for watching.